Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Slightly early. We get underway today, 11 a.m. local UK time, 12 local time. But hope we are all good. Hope you set those alarms and turn those notifications on so you knew we were early this morning. But it is Cup Collection Day on the European Tour. ET9 will be concluded this evening. And again, preparations, last-minute preparations for the match play. Some players will gain confidence this weekend. Some, there are now more questions than answers ahead of the wonderful Winter Gardens. But how are we all doing this morning? Malachi, how are we doing? Chris, good morning. Salesman, how are we doing, buddy? Good to have you in. Matthew's morning, mate. How are we doing? Do you see Humphries easing to the champ? No. Look, is he one of the favourites? 100%. He's the world number one. But look, Gezi has thrown down a bit of a marker so far as well. Searle really struggles to play Luke. I think Luke comes through this one. But it's a good day of action, isn't it? Ryan Searle against Luke Humphries up first. Then Wessel, Nijman, Gurney, Price. It's a shame that Humphries and Price seem to be on a collision course in the quarterfinals. Shame they're not on the other half of the draw. Nathan Aspinall then takes on Danny Noppert. Again, Noppert scored really, really well yesterday. Aspinall got embroiled in a game. Standard Nathan Aspinall. He was cruising and then ended up in a dogfight. Chris Dobey then takes on Ross Smith. Interesting dynamic there. I'm not sure there's a lot between them. I'll be interested to see if Ross Smith's got some clobber yet or not. Then, all German affair. These will be German teammates at some point. Nico Springer takes on Martin Schindler. Then James Wade against Daryl Gurney. Gurney's played well so far this tournament. Wade was Wade-like in his last game. Efficient as always. Then this could be an absolute belter. Josh Rock against Johnny Clayton. Clayton with some moments of magic to beat Van Veen. Rock on the crest of a wave at the moment. And then Andy Baetens has turned up in the PDC as he takes on Gary Anderson. So, looking forward to this. That's the lineup for this afternoon. If this tournament counts toward the match play, do you think Michael Smith and Ratajski would... Possibly, but that's if, buts and maybes. Is the second session at 5? Yes, it is. Both sessions an hour earlier. Yeah, 100% Paul. World number one for a reason. Couldn't have put it better myself. That if we get that clash between him and Gurney Price, it will be electric. That is for sure. What is everyone up to this morning? Let us know. So, Ryan Searle on his way to the stage. And he is there. Cup collection day for Coolhand. He's in the running, 100%. Taking it easy, Phil. Waiting for the first game, mate. Nice. Like that, buddy. Like that a lot. Yeah, Luke, look. He was, again, drawn into a battle yesterday against Mickey Mansell. He missed darts to win it 6-4, I think it was. Paid the price, and in the end, he got the job done. But yeah, he will have to be better today. He's not a morning person either, so he won't enjoy this playing first malarkey. Again, just watching Luke on the walk-on, making a very, very conservative effort, only to go with his left hand, that right arm almost tucked right into his body. Out walking slightly cooler. They're looking forward to the darts. Nice, Matthew, nice. Yeah, I think Matt Campbell keeps his tour card. I think Matt's a really, really good player. Yeah, I think he keeps it. You know, Malachi, you know, lad. Look, basically his thumb got ripped right back. It was really, really. I haven't. Look, he's okay. But yeah, he was in a lot of pain at the time. Jack, I think it must be some local ruling or something to do with where it is. I'm guessing. I don't know the. Wait a minute. Let's see if let me ask the question. There you go. I've just asked. We'll get the definitive reason in a minute. I think Damon Heta, but we are underway, and Luke Humphries is out of the blocks quickly on his own throw here. Two at tops for Humphries. Ryan Searle not on a finish. So, cool hand will return. Ryan Searle actually played really well yesterday, but again, has to back that up again today. 1-0 to the world number one. Humphries going through the gears here. This one could be over very quickly unless Searle can find something to stop this. We talk about this quite a lot. Is it time for a new cool hand shirt? We've had this one a long time. Better. So 61 for Luke to break. And it is 2-0. Cool hand in control. Only averaging 96. I say only. That's how we judge Luke Humphries now. This is the standard that he plays at. but Ryan Searle was over the ton mark yesterday. Today, languishing down at the 84 mark. But this is the standards that we judge Luke on there. That most people 96, great Luke. We know he's so much better than that. How do you feel about Dom Taylor this year? He's had an okay year. I don't think it's been just okay, I'd say. How we doing, Anthony? Hope you're good, buddy. Ryan, how are you planning to take out this 166 then? Talk us through the strategy. Oh yeah, you can't. So 2 at double 16 for 3-0. Luke just missing a few doubles at the moment, but so he's not going to get a look at the 127 in game. And it is 3-0. Luke Humphries halfway to victory, halfway to the quarterfinals. This is turning into a disaster for Ryan Searle. He's languishing down at 78. Humphries' average has dropped to 89. Not what the doctor ordered for either player. Humphries asking questions of the Searle throw. Double break, potentially. So, he's facing an absolute catastrophic disaster here in the opening game. Luke Humphries is going to get a dart for 4-0 and a double break. Double 16. And he pins. It is 4-0 to cool hand Luke Humphries. Ryan Searle not at the races. And this is what we were talking about yesterday. The Ryan Searle A game is right up there. We saw that yesterday. But this is the drop-off from over 100 to 78. That is just too big a drop. The B game is not functioning at all. How are we doing, buddy? Hope you are good. Now the question is not Luke Humphries going to win, it's by how many. Double 18 when he comes back. Five 0. Yeah, where they're such good friends, they dislike playing each other. But you have to learn to play that. Yeah, it is too easy, agree. .77 by average from Ryan. I will die on the hill when I say next time Ryan isn't as good as people. Some people. I disagree, Chris. Look, I think there's too big a range in his game. You don't get to a TV final if you haven't got something about you. Good morning, Fred. I disagree, only Littler. I'd certainly put Getter and Price in that bracket. Oh, I'm not saying it's not on. It is 6-0. It is 6-0 to Humphries, but you don't win the Pro Tour titles that he has and so on if you haven't got something about you. Whether it's a 3-day event or a week-long event, it's still a TV major. Wessel Nijman has won the ball against Gezi. Could be interesting. How are we doing, Brock? Yeah, both sessions start an hour earlier today. I've dropped a WhatsApp to Germany to find out the exact reason why. Is he one of the world's best? Not right up there, but if we're talking the world's best, there's probably only 4, maybe 5 players in that bracket. Luke going to do a quick interview with Swiss Bill. One, two. At the moment, I'd only go 1, 2. Arguably only 3 of those, as in the world's absolute best. I've said it. I think I said it on this stream. I've certainly said it on the live lounge. For me, you've got a cluster of 3 that are distinctly better than everyone else at the moment in Luke, and Gezi. Then you've got that group underneath, which Gary, Nathan, Bunting, and that are all in. But for me, if we're talking about the best in the world, there's only a group of 3. Where were we? Which Luke would you say has had the better year so far? Humphries for me. Not a lot between it, but just Humphries. Wife wanted to watch a film, but she let me pick one to put you on. Nice, mate. Nice, Brock. I like that. I like that. How are we doing, Paul? Good to have you in. Good morning, Rob. How are we doing? Is it inconceivable that Springer can make the Grand Prix? Let's have a look. If one of bad people we genuinely believe could win multiple majors in 1 year, then... Look, it's one of those ones that I genuinely think those three are better than anyone else at the moment. If they play to their best, the others don't beat them. Yeah, I have been a little bit disappointed with Placia. I think MVG is back in that top group. Look, he can get back in that. For me, he's not in that top group at the moment. Can he get back there? Yeah, 100%. I think he can. But not there yet. Springer. Look, he could make it, 100%. He's got work to do, but it's not unthinkable for Springer to make the World Grand Prix from here. Who's my favourite dart player? Well, interestingly, one of my favourites for years before he, I'm not going to say retired because he hasn't officially, but since he stopped playing professional was Paul Nicholson. I loved everything about Nico, the character he played, the perception he brought to the game, and so on. I liked the fact that he was different as well, that he just didn't do the norm. Weirdly, this year only Lamanauskas has been doing well. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I say Placia has been disappointing for me. Big Wes has loads of ability, but not quite delivered. But like I say, the same as Andy Baetens turning up now after 18 months. It'd be interesting to see if Gary sticks with the longer points this afternoon, or will he go back? How are we doing, Kenneth? Hope you are good. I don't think it's for that reason, K-Days. Obviously, that tribute is going to be very, very moving. But I don't think that's the reason the darts is early. I have messaged Swissville, just waiting for a reply. So we've got about 10 seconds till pictures return. No, Rob, this is the first one that has. I don't know if it's a local reason. But yeah, no, the other German ones have all started 12 and 6. But pictures are back. We are ready to go. Oh, India just got a wicket. Shit. Phil, do you think Bobby George dislike for Taylor Clad's opinion? No, I don't think so. Phil, it is in Kiel in Germany. Does anyone know where the darts is on in the UK? It's on. If you want to watch it live in the UK, it's on PDC TV. Morning, Joe. Good to have you in, my friend. How are you? Wessel walking on. So, can Wessel produce, or will this be Gerwyn Price's time to shine? Wessel has not played amazing his last two matches to get here. Looking forward to the match play. Cannot wait, buddy. Cannot wait, as always. How we doing, Scott? Good to have you in, buddy. Nijman 5, Price 6. Go on! Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. So, the Iceman on the stage. We know the levels that he has. We know he's getting back to his best. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, that like and subscribe button. What do we need for the next mini milestone? We need another 7 of you to subscribe to get to 43,900. That would be nice. Uh, 5 PM this evening, Bob. Both sessions are an hour early, or earlier than normal. The guru of all things PDC Europe has responded. It's a venue license reason it's an hour earlier. Right, here we go. Both of these look in the mood here. Wessel leaves the big fish, but that could be under pressure. Gerwyn Price leaves. We've got big fish against little fish. Big fish is not going to go. Will Price take out the little fish? The setup wasn't great from Wessel either. I think Smith should be in the seniors. If we're talking about Michael Smith, he's no, Michael Smith shouldn't. Price is going to get a look at this 65 to break Wessel in leg 1. 2 at tops, 1 at 10s, and he's passed up an early opportunity. No, not for me. Not for me, Michael. Nowhere near a senior. He just needs to, one, sort his injury issues out, and by doing that, he will get back to his best. 180 for Gurney Price. I didn't watch it, but yeah, I saw Graham Usher winning. An absolute top guy, Graham Usher. So pleased for him. Despite that maximum at the start of this leg, it's not been plain sailing for Gurney Price here. Wessel is down to a finish first. Are you going to be back at MODUS? Yeah, one day, yeah. I don't disagree, Rob. I don't disagree. But Price has missed another dart and Wessel break opportunity. Has to take these. Don't get too many against Gurney Price, and Wessel Nijman leads 2-0. 101 average in the opening couple of legs for Wessel. And he is looking on course at the moment. I have to go and see the actual Monday. Nice. Did you see the charity? I've only seen the bits that was on social, Bob. I didn't have a chance to check it out live. I've seen the bits on social. Look, any charity event that raises money for good causes is good. Phil, you might get the second half of the World Cup final finish at 9. Connor, I would rather stick pins in my eyes and roll around on broken glass than watch that shower shit. This is good from Wessel. Not giving Gezi any room to manoeuvre here. Is Wessel... pre-game he wouldn't have been. Let's have a look. How have the bookies priced it now? You like that, Malachi? Honestly, I've just got no interest in that shower shit. Yeah, bookies have Wessel favourite in play here. Looking as if Gurney Price is going to go 3-0 down. How big a moment could that be? Wessel Nijman has missed 3 darts for a 3-0 lead. How big is this? Oh my, Gurney Price. What a set of bollocks. That is massive. Connor, loads of reasons. It's a tournament that doesn't need to exist. It's corrupt as fuck. FIFA lauding it like it's important. It's genuinely not. How can it be the Club World Cup when the best teams aren't there? No Barcelona, no Liverpool. It's absolute crock of shit. Players need time to rest and so on, not playing in a tin pot tournament that FIFA have put on to make themselves important. Chelsea are there, Connor, but with the greatest respect in the world, I know you're a Chelsea fan, but they are shit. They're nowhere near the best club in England. Nijman. Down to 1-2-1, and he's going to get a look at it. Price cannot take out the 1-6-1, and it's only an average setup as well. So, despite the 76 finished, it's not kicked Price into gear. I'm not saying Chelsea aren't better than Spurs, and I haven't said that at all. But Chelsea are not the best club in England by a long, long way. They're a tin pot club run by Americans thinking it's fantasy football, buy who you want, absolutely disregard to the rules, find loopholes to get round them. Nijman back in front. He's broken Gezi again. How we doing, Nico? Good to have you in, buddy, as always. Going Price is going to have to up these levels and up these levels quickly. Connor, they might well be better than us on the 1st of November. But in a Club World Cup, Chelsea are nowhere near in the league of Manchester City, Liverpool and Arsenal. Not even close. Will Chelsea win the Premier League this year? Absolutely not. Have I missed anything today? Luke Humphries whitewashing Ryan Searle 6-0. But that's the issue, Connor. It's not the best 32 teams in the world. And plus, I want players to have time off. They are all hanging out of their arse because they're playing too much pointless football. Does there need to be 3 European competitions? No, there doesn't. Just have the Champions League and the Europa. Gezi has one back. It's players are going to play in the Premier League, then going to European Championship, no break, straight into a new season, and so on. It is just ridiculous. Oh, look, financially, whoever wins it, it's a massive windfall. But again, it's corrupt money. Every time Price breaks and gets back into it, Wessel finds something. Nijman, 2 at double 8 to again break straight back. Neither player can hold throw at the moment. And that's a slip, but it's only a slip if Gezi takes out 104. Treble 16 leaves tops, and he can't find the treble, so Nijman will return. And he is. And Connor, that's the point. 6 weeks off in 3 seasons is criminal. And they wonder why players' bodies are breaking down. It's greed from the clubs. And that my clubber is just as bad. I put them all in this. We flew out to do a post-season tour, 2 games in Australia. Absolute pointless. Athletes need proper rest and recovery. You just don't know where this match is going. If one player can put a consistent run together, they'll go on and win. But at the moment, it's just bitty from both. Rob, 100%. 100%. Will it affect clubs from the Premier League? 100%. 100% it will. Look, Chelsea will either have a slow start to the season, or come January, they'll be out on their feet. Going Price. He's hoping Wessel misses. He's given himself a chance, and he's going to get a look at it as well for yet another break of throw. This game is bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers. Where is this game going? Yeah, agree, James. Agree. I thought he'd choose that way as well. This is... Gezi might just be turning the tide here. Well, I say that, and then Wessel finds a 140. Cannot predict this game at all. It is the unpredictable. And again, Wessel has effectively taken the darts here off Going Price. Does leave a finish, but Nijman should be a lot lower. Just missed the treble 20. Leave 65 if he gets a look at it. 1-2-1 for Nijman. 11 ball. Could he? Oh, 25. Close. So Price to level up. 2 at tops. And finally we have a hold of throw, and it is 4-all somehow. Phil, first car, current car, and dream car. First car I ever had was a beat up Vauxhall 1.1 Astra. Currently got a Ford Focus. Dream car. I'm not really a car person, if I'm being honest. However, if I ever had the money to do it, I'd love one of those great big huge American style camper vans, you know, like the massive ones, just to go to events in them. Phil, is there no way to get the MVG pink shirt? I don't. No one knows where it is. Fred is the issue. If we knew where it is or who bought it or who has it, maybe, but no one knows where it is. So Wessel has 6 darts to retake the lead. Has the big fish, does not need to take this out. Don't be a showman here. Think about the situation. Yes, well done, Wessel. Good board management. With Gurney Price not at a finish, he did not need to go the showbiz way. Nijman leads once more. Gurney Price will have to win back-to-back legs. Been a tidy contest, this. It's been good. Can Gezi find a way to win, or will the young Dutchman prevail? Gezi looking on course to force a last leg decider, and then it will just be who holds their nerve. Huge Oasis fan, yep. Huge Oasis fan. Yeah, Searle didn't play well at all. Morning, Dobey. Hope you're good. Alright, is it possible not to stretch the stats as much? Possibly, but not. I can't do it right. I can have a look at it in between sessions, but can't do it on the fly. Gurney Price leaves tops. Has Wessel got something special in him to win it? Has he? Oh my. Oh, match start missed from Wessel and Nijman. And Gezi does level it up. It was a huge outshot that Wessel missed for the match. Will he get any more match starts? That's the question. He's had one. Can he carve out another opportunity? And he started brilliantly on his own throw. Advantage, Wessel Nijman. Gezi is up against it. Needs a treble though, Wessel. Doesn't find one, so that opens the door for Price again. But again, not taken. Needed at least a 2 treble visit. Just got my invite to the New Zealand Open first start event. Any tips or tricks before going? Invite going as a fan. Just enjoy the experience, buddy. Just enjoy the experience. Don't whistle the players or anything like that. No, just go and enjoy it. Cheer and so on. Get involved and just enjoy it. Gezi is carving a chance here. That's a big visit from Nijman. He's down to a manageable finish. What can Price do here from 173? Needs a treble. Not a treble 5 though. Advantage Wessel 101. Nine or a 1. Double 16. And it's another match dart gone. Gathering Price. 119 is tricky. Has to go downstairs first. 19. Treble and tops. That's all he's got. Tops. What a set of bollocks. He has got balls of steel. This man. Wessel Nijman had 2 match darts in the last 2 legs. Both ton plus combinations. Gerwyn Price has 1 dart at a ton plus combination. And he hits. He has absolute balls of steel. And Wessel's dart at double 16, it clipped the wire. It was not a bad dart. But then Gerwyn Price showing his class, showing why he is going to be one of the favourites for the World Match Play in a week's time. That is vintage Gezi. Look, Wessel knows. Wessel knows. He's gone, look, I've had a dart at double 18 at the end of a 150. I've had a dart at double 16 at the end of a 101 that are both on the wire. On another day, Wessel goes through. But Gezi, absolute balls of steel. What's the best TV tournament to go to for right? So, if it fan experience, obviously the World Championship has got the fan village and everything that goes with it. But for me, the World Match Play in Blackpool. The hallowed Winter Gardens. But as a whole experience, Ali Pali has got the fan village and everything to go with it. Ridiculous. He has absolute, just unwavering belief, Gezi. All right. So I've never been to the UK Open as a fan. So as in Minehead. So I've only ever been to Minehead as as media. So the fan experience at Minehead. So I've heard some people love it, some people hate it. I know some people that book to go back year after year because they love it. Others don't. It's a real Marmite one. Jonathan, Minehead's all about different people's opinions, because I say some people I know love Minehead. I genuinely, some people can't get enough of it, and other people, that's like Chris, doesn't like it. So I see a lot of people, such on Reddit, talking about how they don't like modern fans, but as a new darts viewer, the fans make the sport good and unique, in my opinion. Look, I think with the old, that I much prefer the atmosphere that new fans generate, 100%. The one bit that I dislike more than anything in the modern era of darts is the whistling. But if people want to boo someone, I've got no issue with that at all, because a boo is the same as a cheer. It's a blanket noise. But that whistle is the one. If we cut the whistling out, then it's no problem at all. Yeah, see, Jonathan, there we go. We've got two people that have been to Minehead, Johnny and Chris. One loves it, one hates it. It is a very Marmite venue. Like I say, I know loads of people that love it and book to go back time after time. Dan and the boys on the show, they book to go. Anyway, Johnny, how are we? Hope you're good. Pictures are about to return. Danny Noppert has won the ball against Nathan Aspinall in the back room. I hate the fact that I walk on. Yeah. What do you think of the Grand Slam location, venue, ECT? So the Grand Slam's a tough one. I agree. The location isn't great. I'm 100% with you. I think once you are actually in the venue, I think the venue works. For a darts venue, I think the configuration of it and everything inside is good, but the location is an issue. I live in North Wales, so I go match play. Nice, Jonathan, nice. I've never been to the darts match play. Seems iconic, amazing. I'm thinking of going in 2026. Advice, anyone? Make sure that you or you know someone has a PDC membership, that tickets go quickly for the match play, so you do have to be quick. I feel like walk-ons need a revamp. Nico, I've been saying this for a long time, that the walk-ons for me need to be revamped. Controversial opinion in terms of the. Well, I prefer Ali Pally over the Winter Gardens due to what. Yeah, see, I don't see that side because we don't go out in the fans' village too often and so on. Also, what seats are best for the match play? Anywhere in the match play is good, Dal. Revamping what ways? So I've been saying for a long time that I'm a massive boxing fan and WWE fan, as everyone knows. Now, the way boxing and WWE walk-ons have evolved over time put darts to shame. You think the walk-ons are still the same now as what they've always been. Players walk to the top of the ramp and they walk down. Now, in boxing and wrestling, the boxers or the wrestlers, they come out from behind like a video wall. So the lights all drop, or the lighting is set and switched, and then this great big video wall bursts out. It has like the player's logo on or writing and so on. And then the player walks out from behind that. It just looks visually so much better. Does that kind of make sense? And that some will go, oh, it can't be done in the venue. Just get a bit creative, is the thing. We see at the match play coming up that the players will have a video wall behind them, which is better because visually it looks good. But I just look at it that the walk-ons are still the same now as they've always been. With everything else going up in darts, the camera angles are so much better. Look, the Keytown who do the production for the Euro Tour are the best in the business. Dion is the best director in darts by an absolute mile. So this is all getting better and better. Now it's other bits that can we get better. I remember at the Royal Albert Hall for, I think it was Tasha Jonas that fought at the Royal Albert Hall again. Might have been Lauren Price. Or Lauren Price might have been there, I can't remember. But the walk-ons for that, you had like a panoramic video wall and everything. It just looked visually incredible. Yeah, how we doing, Double Trouble? It's something to do with the licence and opening times of the venue on a Sunday. For anyone that's not been to Germany before, Germany is like the UK 20 years ago, where nothing is open on a Sunday. Supermarkets don't open, shops don't open. So it's something to do with that area and the licensing. I'd like to see more Big Bubba. Yeah, look, I'm 100%. I did see Seth Rollins' knee last night. Didn't look good, if I'm being honest. How we doing, Mark? Good to have you in, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, and that's the point there, Dale. That you want people to be going, oh, that was iconic. Oh. 2 seconds. Mate, when I was in the UK for a visit, nothing was open in the Northwest, Blue Mum. to be fair, Sunday hours are less. Sunday hours are like 10 till 4, but in Germany, it's not even that. How are we doing, Tom's Life? Hope you are good. It really pisses me off when certain majors not having walk-ons in round 1. Well, you mean the joint walk-ons? That's a TV decision. Nathan Aspinall with a cheeky little 95 on the ball to level up. How about Prince Nazim flying carpet? I like that. No, it started at 11 and the evening session starts at 5 today. The walk-ons are a huge part of the show. That they are, but if that's the case, and I'm with you, trying to fit 8 games into a session doesn't work because of the timing. So then you either have to add extra sessions, make sessions longer. I'm not keen of that idea. Some of those ones in the World Grand Prix earlier are tough enough as it is. Yeah, I did see Katie Taylor. I thought she boxed absolutely brilliantly. See, I've always thought about it, and I don't think what the issue is. Only be like 8 minutes, still around. But this is the fine fine balance that I get in the arena. You want the walk-ons, but if I'm a fan watching at home, I want some analysis from Webby, John Part, Wayne Mardle. I like that breaking down and talking about the game. Thing is, you have to. But Chris, what we're saying is, I get you're saying it's only an extra 8 minutes, but this is from a TV point of view, not a fan or anything like that. If your on air and off air times are set, so you're on air at 6, off air at 10. There are financial penalties and implications if stuff overruns. Then you have to reschedule stuff and so on. So I get it's only 8 minutes, but if worst case scenario, if every game in that session went the maximum number of legs, that 8 minutes could be crucial, is the issue, and that's how they look. That's why they're always right. Worst case scenario. How we doing, Darryl? Good to have you in, buddy. Gary will use his normal darts. It's just a case of will he go back to his original point or his carry on with the longer point that he's using. Danny Noppert is playing very well here, averaging a shade under 101, 3-1 up. Played well yesterday as well, Noppy. Price was under pressure. He is something else. Just realised that the ref that Nathan has openly said was wrong. Yeah, look, the players can't dictate who referees their games. But if he's down to do that game, he's down to do that game. Yeah, it was Marcus at the Worlds. I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before, when you had Dan on the sky pad and things like that. I thought that was a really, really good feature. Oh, Noppy is punishing every mistake. Yeah, Shiv, I've got the cricket on in front of me as well. And, yeah, again, England's top 3, absolutely useless. Maybe back in the day, because the sport wasn't as big then, but now, no, they're not going to get a say at all. Nathan Aspinall just needs to stop this charge from Noppert, and it has been a charge. You lot are screwed for the Ashes. Got day 3 and day 4 tickets on the Boxing Day. Nice. To be fair, England's top 3 are just so bad. Alcaraz for me. Why does Noppert call himself the Freeze? So he lives in an area of Holland. Our Dutch friends will be able to, if I've misnamed this or whatever, but he lives in a area of Holland. Is it called Friesland? Friesland is the translation or whatever. So Frisia, freeze, is the logic behind it. Aspinall is having a mare on the outer ring. Usyk comfortably for me. But this is potentially a big blow for Aspinall. Confidence-wise, he's been playing well. But Danny Noppert doing a number on him. And the look from Aspinall as if to say, what's going on here? In the last 2 legs, he's missed 3 at a double in each of them. Only 1 from 7, Nathan Aspinall at the moment. And questions in his head. Who do I think wins today? Gezi or Luke? Or the winner of the Gezi and Luke game wins it for me. $180 for the Asp. And he is going to get a look at 24. More missed darts at a double. This can't carry on, can it? It can. Now Noppert, a chance to win it 6-1. Oh, Noppert misses 2 match darts. Nathan Aspinall breathes again. But at the moment, he's missed his last 10 darts at a double. Make that 11. Make it 12. Cannot buy a double. Nathan Aspinall. It's now at multiple match darts. Aspinall finally. Shit, I don't know. I've not seen a lot of the build-up to see how they're both looking and whatever, if I'm being honest. Aspinall's, he's smiling away on the stage, but it feels like a false smile. I think AJ only fights again for one of maybe 3 fights, 4 tops. If he doesn't get one of those 4, I'm not convinced he fights again. Or Chris, those 2 fights are on the list. Also, if there is another, or if somehow Dubois keeps the world title, then he could fight Dubois again. And the other one, which people will hate, but I could see it happening, is Jake Paul. Danny Noppert seals a 6-2 win over Nathan Aspinall. That was very good from Noppert. Question marks over Aspinall. The doubling was horrific. Chris, the money involved for an AJ Jake Paul fight is too big to turn down. It is too big. Oh look, he does. AJ absolutely. I'm not saying that Jake Paul gets close to him, but if that fight is on the table, the money is too big to turn down. Chris, you know by now, weight doesn't mean anything in boxing anymore. Terence Crawford isn't a super middleweight, but he's going up to fight Canelo at it. The money that Jake Paul generates is ridiculous. So, Dobey has won the ball against Ross Smith. That one coming next. I don't like it. But you look at it, that they sold, the influencers sold out the MEN in Manchester, then the Staples Centre in LA, that you've got KSI, Logan Paul and so on doing more pay-per-view buys than world champions. So, what are we thinking? Dobey against Ross Smith. Be interesting to see if Ross Smith has got any clobber yet, or if he's still throwing the Chisnall flights. John, look, I'm with you. I don't like it at all, but the numbers it generates are massive. Like, so big, it's unreal. So we've got about 50 seconds or so till pictures return. So, what are we saying then? Score predictions. Six now, Smith. Phil, you on the water through choice or you? I'm just trying to live a bit, just trying to live a little bit healthier, mate. Don't get me wrong, I've still got my Lucozade as well, but yeah, just trying to be genuine, healthier. Before New York, I was really good, but then New York kind of went not wrong, but look, we're there on holiday and so on, so it was good. But now just trying to get back to it now, just trying to be healthier. The Australians do the celebrity boxing really well. They actually make a big effort and don't make it. I like that shit, I like that. Remember, the match play under a week away now. Exciting times. The second biggest ranking major on the calendar. Not a million miles away. Yeah, I was surprised that Peter skipped both events. I get missing one or the other on the Pro Tour or the Euro Tour, but missing both I find a bit strange. No worries, Dalboy, no worries. It's ever so strange. Yeah, Littler can add himself to the Roll of Honour in the Triple Crown. Very exclusive club. hate it when they show the old returns. But again, Chris, this is a broadcasting thing, so they're obviously running miles in front from where they think they should be, so they stick a bit of filler content in. This is the whole thing of broadcasting, that the producer is making calls and everything is timed. I got quite obviously when I see what's on stage, where I've done that job, I kind of know what the producer's thinking and so on, and this is why that is. .65 Dobey from Leo. For me, I don't see the ITV events as TV majors. I think the UK Open is definitely a major. As for me, as the European Championships. So Gary, roughly about 3:30, Nathan. Maybe slightly before, slightly after, depending on traffic. Quite like that shirt. Love it. I just fancied a bit of a white cotton shirt today. No, Ross Smith still no clobber. Still in the old plain polo shirt. I know 100%. I would like them to categorise and put them in order. But there's no statement. No, that they're just premium televised titles, they call them. But I'd like them to categorise them. I think I don't know the exact reason, Marcus, but my guess is broadcast timings and so on. We couldn't be going a whole week without Midsummer Murder or Heartbeat. Did he give the whole darts away, Darren, or just the... I saw him pointing to the security guard who he wanted to give them to. I didn't know if it was just the flights or the whole darts. Phil, what's your view on Channel 5 taking... Jonathan, we don't know if that's true. If it's true, well, as long as it stays on free to air, that's good. It would be a disaster if PDC darts left free to air. Who do you think will have the better season? Man United, Spurs at the moment. Man United are awful. He just said negotiations are ongoing. No, I disagree. I think the UK Open is worth more than the World Grand Prix, in my opinion. I think on things like that. Darren, I like a bit of Heartbeat and Midsummer Murder as well. Don't get me wrong, Sky do a lot of good things. There are also some bits that I don't like about the Sky broadcast, and I think ITV do it better. Ross Smith sticking with the yellow chizzy flights. Do you think the BBC... I don't think the BBC have got the money to go back into darts, if I'm being honest. That's the whole reason that the Champions League stopped, because they didn't have the money for it. A bit of a sluggish start from Dobey so far. These darts could be under some pressure here. And they are going to be. UK Open with the outer stages of Brent. I agree. So how much is it for the full Sky's pack? I should know this because I've got Sky. So I've got Sky Fibre Internet, full HD sport and movie package, and mine, I think it's £90 a month. Say the PDC do, to be fair, is the Premier's a major on your... Oh yeah, the Premier League's a major for me, 100%. Ross Smith pins the 120 and leads Dobey 1-0. Yeah, he used the chizzy flight in the stem yesterday as well, didn't he? Because that's all he could get. Went and raided Chisnell's case. Down in Australia, the amount of FTA sport you get here is amazing. Nice. The problem I've always had with darts on ITV is their adverts. Oh, so I'm Ross Smith is outplaying Dobey at the moment. The average is 24 points difference in this early stage. Dobey needs to find something. This will do. 140 to leave 70, but 130 for Ross Smith for a 2-0 lead. Misses the ball for a 2-0 lead. Dobey does level it up. He needed that. That comes down to the manufacturers doing a deal with PDC Europe to sell them. It was a good effort from Smith at the ball. But we are back on throw. 2 breaks early in this contest. But Dobey growing into this game. Times were already teeing off today. I'm not sure. He played well yesterday. Dobey looking in control here. Phil, tell me you're recognised. World Series need to be broadcast live on ITV if they're going to. I understand why they don't broadcast the American. I'd like all darts to be broadcast live, but I understand why the New York one they don't. But the Australia and New Zealand should be 100%. 2-1 Hollywood leads. Phil, does your channel earn enough to go to America events ECT? No, look, the American one I take as a holiday almost, but then go at the same time. Does that make sense? So, all in all, New York, what did New York cost me? 1,500, 2 grand. Probably cost me about 3 grand for the trip, which is good. I didn't catch it last night. I was looking at the results this morning. Flew Monday, flew back on Sunday, so 6 days or 6 nights. Dobey is going to get a break opportunity here at the ball. Oh, hello. Tongue topper for Dobey. To be fair, Dow, it could have easily been a lot more than that. Obviously, you guys know Peter Satira, who's been on the channel numerous times from the amazing guys at the CDC. He manages to get a great deal on our hotels. So that helps the cost massively. Like literally an amazing deal when we stay in New York. (3-1) Hollywood leads. He's upped his levels. First couple of legs was sluggish from Dobey, but since then he's upped the average to 99. Checkout percent is 100. Not missed one yet. To be fair, I actually got a really good deal on my flights this year. Return flights with BA were 560 quid, I think. Don't get me wrong, I waited for one of the BA sales, but it was still decent. Oh, now Ross Smith getting on in the act. 1-2-1. Let's go to Dobey's 1-2-4. Chiv, it does when it's not an England middle stump flying. Discount for being the love that, Darren. Phil, how much would you say it would cost me and a mate for a night at Blackpool Darts and hotel for the night? I'm guessing BP means Blackpool. So obviously it depends how much you spend on drink and so on, and whether. But a hotel, you can get a night each in a decent hotel for 80 quid a night, and that's one of the top ones. If you don't want to spend that, then there's loads of little like B&Bs and so on where you can get them for like 50 quid a night. The one good thing about Blackpool is there's a lot of hotel and accommodation. Oh, don't be sorry, mate. Always ask. Never be sorry asking questions here. Never be sorry. The tickets, I think, depends if you go in early. Obviously, the semi-finals and final are more expensive, but I think it's about 50 quid a ticket, say. Darren, we'd all love an event in Canada, mate. We're with you there. DPA Dobey and Challenge Tour. Have I heard of Hotel Bone? Is that in Blackpool? I haven't. Let me. Can't see it anywhere. To be fair, a lot of the players stay in all different locations in Blackpool. Dobey on the cusp of 5-2 here. He's going to get a dart at double 16 for a 109 and 5-2. Clinical from Hollywood, 5-2, averaging 97. Ross Smith averaging 99. Not doing a lot wrong here. Ah, 100%. I said the fact that we lost the second test when they didn't have Bumrah was a disaster. Anyone in the comments reading this, what's your favourite? So in terms of two of the better hotels in Blackpool is the Hilton and the Village Hotel. They're two of the better ones in Blackpool. Gary, I know where Gary stays in Blackpool. He doesn't stay in Blackpool, he stays outside. Phil, if you were playing in the match play, would you have skipped this event or would you have played? I would have played personally. Ross Smith just sets up double 16 to keep this one alive. So, Ross Smith pins double 16, still trails 5-3 though. Hollywood now has the darts to get this one done. Nice, nice. Dobey in control of this leg. Could be the final undoing of Ross Smith here. No treble. The writing looks on the wall for Smudger. 15, 14, 12, 14, 15 from Dobey, 15, 12, 13 from Ross Smith. I started laying a new kitchen floor on Friday morning. As soon as the darts come off, I put the tools down. Love that. So, Hollywood, still got an out. Treble 15 or treble 19. Which one will he pick? Treble 19 was the route, but can't take it out. So, Ross Smith, can he just apply a bit of pressure? So 61 for Hollywood. Misses match darts. Ross Smith, can he break and effectively get this game back on throw? He's going to get 2 darts too. Misses a golden opportunity. So over to Hollywood again. 3 more match darts incoming. Oh my, it's getting desperate. Last dart in hand. Hollywood, Chris Dobey does seal a 6-3 win over Ross Smith to book his time in the final session of action. Coming up after the break, it will be the all-German contest. These two will be World Cup teammates at some point, you would have to believe, as Nico Springer takes on Martin Schindler. But Ross Smith departs. Hollywood marches on. Speaking of someone here, also TV cramp. No, there's toilets and that elsewhere, mate. There's other little rooms off of the main ballroom. There was the young lad that was, I can't remember if he was German or not. Let's what was his name? Oh, the young lad that played Cameron Menzies. Let me. Oh yeah, he was German. Yeah, very, very good. Joachim Hofkins, yeah, him. Yeah, he was good. Springer has won the ball against Shindiggity. Yeah, 18. Very, very good. Really good. Looked decent. There was a lot to like about him. No, we do not show the matches because they are copyrighted content. If you'd like to watch the matches, PDC TV is your destination. Who's a dark horse for the match play? I'm not sure. I said it earlier that I'm not sure there is. If I'm being honest. Oh, by the way, anyone that's watching PDC TV now, the picture that they've got on the screen is a great insight into the production truck. Like a proper great insight. He speaks fluent Dutch as well. Nice. It's always good. What are the odds on Gary winning? My guess is they come in, but let's... Well, match play... So Gary, you can still get it 25-1 with the tournament sponsors Betfred. 20 most places, but 25s with Betfred. Luke Littler, the 7-4, 15-8 favourite. Too short for me. Luke Humphries can get 4-1. Great. Well, number one, 4-1's mad. Gurney Price is into as little 17 to 2, 8 to 1. That's been slashed a little bit. MVG 16 to 1. Josh Rock 14s and 12s. He's come in. Stephen Bunting 20s. I still can't believe Anderson plays the European Tour. It's good that Gary's back playing. Pictures are back and we are ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I remember the day when Michael was odds on to win a world title and so on. The bookies were petrified of him. Remember everyone, drop us a little like and subscribe. Pictures are returning. Nico Springer on his way. Oh look, Luke can win the tournament, there's no question of that. But I think that price is too short. Chiv, out of interest, what's sports betting like in Australia, New Zealand? Is it a big thing? Yeah, I agree. I think that missing both of them is not a good thing. The same as Peter Wright, the same as Michael. Missing both, I'm not sure is wise. Will we ever see Prime MVG again? Oh, I'm hopeful, Bob. I'm hopeful. Look, you look at his Insta. He's making some really good lifestyle changes as well. Look, it's not going to come back overnight, but with the time, the effort he's putting into himself and darts, hopefully by the end of the year we'll see that. Yeah, it's big. He's been doing it for 10 years. Okay, but ours has gone shit the last few years. Since the UK companies bought out our bookie, so it's going downhill. Which UK firms have you got down there now then? Martin Schindler conducting the crowd. Right. Entang, yeah, Ladbrokes Coral B win as well, I think. So they made a new law last week so that Tab, our bookie, is the only one that you can use. They banned 365 and all. Is that in New Zealand? I'm guessing you mean that. Banned 365. 365 are the biggest in the UK. I'm going to New Zealand Darts Home with my book. Nice. Just noticed Schindler uses Ramstein in Germany. Yeah, he's always used Ramstein for the Euro Tour in Germany. I call it a glorified noise. Not a fan. Remember, Nico Springer was superb yesterday. Just a random question, Phil. Do you have a wife or kids, mate? No kids. Look, to do to do this job in media, it's tough to have a proper relationship because you're always away. There's always events on. Look, it's doable, but it's tough. Paddy have been down there for a while. Fair enough. Notice shouldn't you have done that? I can't deal with the heat in the UK yet. It's the last 4 or 5 days have been. So in Australia, live betting is a nightmare. You have to call them and physically. Really? So you haven't got like on our betting sites, we've got like an in-play, a complete in-play tab for things. Oh yeah, 100%, Dal, 100% Monday. It's just putting in the graph to get it to where it needs to be. Nico Springer takes the opener. He leads 1-0. The young German pretender against the German captain, Shindiggity. But sports betting is small compared to racing 7. Wow, that's interesting. I would guess. Well, no, yeah, I would guess football is still the most betted on in the UK, purely because of the amount of it as well. I really want Springer to win, not a fan. I like both of them, to be fair. Shindy's got a wicked sense of humour when you get to know him. But $80 for an early break of throw for Springer. This would hurt. Going to get a dart at top. Big moment here. Cannot take it. So Martin Schindler to get back on level terms. 2 at double 16. No fuss there from the wall. 1-1. Remember, Schindler knows how to win these Euro Tour events, but it's a 180 for Nico Springer. Need to be in a West. Oh. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Shindy's Ramstein walk on. The new laws are moving so that they remove that, and people aren't happy lining other people's pockets instead. Right, there's pressure on this 98 here. 98 is not going to go. But Shindy cannot take the opportunity. Springer breathes again. They've both had a chance to break each other. Neither has taken it, so it stays on throw. 2-1 to Nico Springer. Darts in New Zealand is funded so much by Baetens, so hopefully it doesn't suffer. Yeah, I remember Tab have sponsored the Darts in New Zealand for, Christ, God knows how long. I do, but it's not for me to... I don't know if it's been 100% finalised yet, but I know the area they were looking in. $7.19s leaves the big fish for Shindy. It's TAB, not so much Tab Fairs. Springer will be hoping Schindler misses. Big dart this. And he's missed. He's given Springer a look at the 117. Treble 19 tops. Doesn't go, so Martin Schindler will return. I know. 2-2. Oh, and the barrage Baetens, so he's... So, this one, just swinging one way then the next. They're both giving each other a glimmer of a chance, but not taking it. I get everyone dislikes why there's so many in Germany, but commercially it just makes sense. I don't know, not everyone is going to like that and so on, but it does. Like at the moment, France doesn't make commercial sense. Schindler is making a big move here on the Nico Springer throw. Springer can only leave 170. No guarantee he will get a look at it either. That's a little bit good from Martin Schindler. Takes out the 120. He's broken. And German's number one leads the young pretender 3-2. Feel well, I've not lifting weights. On my legs, I can leg press, what was the 185. Did a set of 8 at 185. I don't know if that's good or not. Schindler taking control here. Can Springer rescue it back? With a 180. He's down to the big fish. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, that would have been magical. 180 followed by the big fish. He's missed a chance to break back. Springer, 108. And he's not going to take it, so Springer will get the chance to break straight back. Sorry for missing the start. So I've never really lifted weights like upper body. In my leg set, I've leg press. I think, yeah, on the leg press, do 185 kilo, I think, or kilograms or whatever. 185 on the leg press. Springer levels it up. Well, online casinos are banned. Is that a is that a new thing? Shiv in Australia? But again, Schindler asking questions here of the Nico Springer throw. Neither player been at their best so far. Sluggish early on, 18, 20, 17, 17, but the last two legs, 15 and 14, this seems to be warming up nicely. Fez. $124 for Schindler. That's a little bit good. Showing a bit of class, Shindiggity. It's because of the massive porkies problem here. Every pub, one of Faz. Everything's banned in Holland again. Schindler looking to hold here. What a setup this could be. Down to 92. How does the ownership of online darts work? Are you on a contract? No, it's my company, Nathan. I own it. It's mine. Tops, and Martin Schindler is now one away from victory. Nico Springer will have to win 3 on the spin. Schindler has just upped the ante in the last couple of legs. Upped his average to nearly 94. Yeah, correct. Phil, you may not want to say, but if you were to sell your car. Right now, I wouldn't sell it. because it's still got so much more growth and potential. Down to a finish. No, not at all, Dobey, not at all. Springer keeps this one alive. Holds and now says to Martin Schindler, if you're going to win it, you're going to have to serve it out. Schindler looking composed on his own throw. .164 when he comes back. I wish. So 64 for Schindler. And Shindiggity, Martin Schindler has beaten the young pretender. He's upped his average to just a shade under 97. Very good from Schindler in the end. Coming up after the break, Daryl Gurney against James Wade. Phil, if you guessed how many subs you reckon you'll have on the channel in 2 years, look, we'd like to be at 50k by the World Championships. That's our next little. We'll definitely do something, 100%, mate. James Wade has won the ball against Daryl Gurney. Wade 6, the dude. Wish you did that thing what the Dartsworth did where we've been looking at trying to work that out, how to do it. Now this might sound, this sounds weird, but the Jack uses OBS, which is free. We pay for our software. We use some really good software, and just trying to work out how to do it. So it's something that Will from USA Darts. He helps me a lot on technical stuff because he's really, really good. We're just working out how to do it. I bid you farewell for today, Bennett. I'm using my jet, I'm home. Lovely, mate, lovely. We'll be back live from 5, of course, mate, for the evening session, cup collection time this evening. So we will be bringing you the winner of that. Yeah, Rob, most people do, and I know this isn't a pop or anything like this. That software is free and it does a good job for it. We pay for our software and it gives us more control on other things. Does that make sense? More broadcasting things and things that we want to do in the future, that it gives us a lot more freedom and a lot more control to do stuff. But again, it's trying to unlock things and work out how to kind of do that. I'm based. Look, you're right. Newcastle is an amazing. Well, the whole northeast of the UK, I love it up there. But I am based in the south of England. I'm about half an hour north of Southampton in Hampshire. To be fair, I love it up in the northeast. Mine just proved. Yeah, look, Shindy's superb. It's not cold in the UK at the moment, that's for sure. It is baking hot. Right, pictures are back. We are ready to go. Wade against Gurney. Wade has the darts. Remember, after this one, we have two blockbuster clashes. Josh Rock against Johnny Clayton. Gary Anderson against Andy Baetens. Not right now, Bob, no. Who's going to win the match play? At the moment, it's hard to see past Luke, or Gezi. I think they are the three front runners by quite some way as well. I'm not going to lie, I've had a little punt on Gary at 25 to 1. I just think the price is too big. Swiss Phil on the stage, ready to get the players on. Daryl Gurney. Walks first. Right, Gurney on the stage. What we say in chat room? Who are you favouring? Gurney or Wade? MVG. Well, I think MVG deals with Barney quite comfortably. I agree. Hope you are good, Michael. Hi to you as well. Windermere. Yeah, the Lake District is an amazing area of the UK. Humphries or Van Veen. Yeah, look, tough first game for both of them. But yeah, the Lakes are an amazing part of the UK. (6-3) Wade. I think that Daryl Gurney will need to play like he did on Friday. Right, here we go. Wadey walking on. I didn't know that, Rob. I didn't realise there was 16. Obviously, I know the area, but I didn't realise there was 16 of the little buggers. He had those he had those yesterday, Chris. That he's got no case, so I'm guessing that's all he could find in Kiel to play in. Yeah, they're not James Wade. He was on the same flight as Dobey and Ross Smith. That all of them on that flight didn't have cases. So we are underway. Early doors. Daryl Gurney asking questions here in leg one of the James Wade throw. Why are players losing their cases so much? Having to use different... Look, normally it's... Again, I don't want to out an airport. Normally it's KLM that is the issue. But for some reason, this BA flight from Heathrow, there's been an issue because all of them on that flight, by the look of it, had no cases. Two of them I've got a little bit of sympathy for. One of them should know better because he's with a manufacturer that allows him to take his darts in his hand luggage. So, should have done that. Who's that and why is he allowed? Dobey, because he's got target darts. So you can take the Swiss point out and then the point, as long as it's the point, that's classed as a dangerous object because it's all one and exceeds the limit. Where if you take them out and they are separate, they can go in your hand luggage. So any player that has a Swiss point dart can take the point out and put it in their hand luggage. Daryl Gurney breaks and leads 1-0. If you had to choose a walk-on song right now, what would you go with? I'd go with something quite dancey and poppy at the moment. Mine changes all the time, where I think I'd go with that or either maybe an Arctic Monkeys or something like that. Good question, Ollie. I like it. Well, if I was playing WF properly, yeah, Swiss points. If you take the points out, then it's not classed as a dangerous weapon, and they can go in your hand luggage. So that's what I mean. Two of the players don't use that manufacturer, so they can't, but one of them does. Yeah, maybe a bit of Joel Corey, Nathan Dawes, something like that. I do like a bit of a bit of a beaty pop along song. James Wade only averaging 78 right now. Not happening for the machine. Rob, I'm sure they are. It's just getting round the pattern part of the point. But I'm sure others are. James Wade needs to up these levels here. Daryl Gurney having it all his own way, and he's asking serious questions of the James Wade throw once more. A double break would be a disaster for Wade. Agreed, Bob. That would make, but the old school way of taking points out is a ball ache. But I get it. Is Wade one of the greatest of all times in your eyes? Yeah, look, James. Although we don't get on, he has to be considered one of the greatest of all times. James Wade holds on to his serve. That was needed. Will James Wade ever win another PDC major in his career? He's got to the UK Open final this year. Never write him off. Never, ever write him off. He can still turn it on. That is for sure. Just think, nightmare, boring. Yeah, well, look, the Swiss point is super, super easy, isn't it? It's literally unlock, turn, out. Personal opinion, it might be very unpopular, but Phil turned me off darts instantly because of the pace he plays. Are so slow. Yeah, look, pace is a huge thing in darts. I think, look, I don't think anyone would particularly argue that pace is a massive thing now. Oh, James leaving the old 162, me old China. Talk us through the finish. Treble 20. Where are you going from there? Now this is big for Gurney because James is now sat on a 2-darter. This has to go, Daryl, for 3-1. Does not want to give James Wade a look at 62. Cannot give James Wade a look at 62. Does give James Wade a look at 62. tops for a level game. Of course, you knew it was coming. James found himself 2-0 down, languishing in the 70s. In the blink of an eye, James Wade levels up 2-2. He's now averaging in the 90s. Very, very good from the machine, James Wade. Wade has turned this game around completely. It's an unusual combo, but Gurney, not a time to have a bounce out. Big moments here. James Wade misses the chance. Daryl Gurney to break again and go straight back. That is a shocker of a first start. Missed his opportunities. I've got no idea, Dal, how much it's worth. James Wade, 3 legs on the spin. How we doing, Salesman? How we doing, Highfield? Just got back, mate. Who you got in this one? Look, James is turning the screw here. He was 2-0 down, but he's played really, really well to get back into this one. Have I ever tried the Joe Cullen dart? You mean those Joe Cullen darts? Yeah, they're a nice dart. The scallop is in the wrong place for me, but they're a lovely dart, but the scallop's just in the wrong place for me personally. But if the scallop is in the place where you hold it, then yeah, they're a lovely dart. No, the blue shirt is Glenn Durrant's match shirt from the seniors in York a couple of years ago. Got some more memorabilia being delivered soon from the framers that we're going to get up in here as well. Is the plan. Some nice stuff to come as always. Again, if you want any sports framing done, Frame Smart is your place to go. So, bits that we're going to try and put up in here. I'm not sure we'll get them all up, but we've got 4 bits in the framers at the moment. Four nice pieces as well. I've got a Johnny Clayton. He got his match shirt from Minehead last year. Then we've got one of the black Michael Van Gerwen shirts that he wore. Not his shirt, but one of the Masters shirts signed by him. Then the 2 real nice ones, and not in terms of value, but this is more because they are the only ones. We've got Alex Spellman's pink shirt that he wore at the US Darts Masters last year, and he only had one of those made, and the Brendan Dolan Christmas shirt as well. Phil, you ever going to get some players in chatting while you fry? Funny you should say that. There is one coming next week. James Wade has completely turned this game on its head. It's a good save from Daryl Gurney. Needed that. Just looked at the turnover target did. Is nuts. Is it? That doesn't surprise me. No, the boom darts is in at the moment. It's mad. Can you see the boom stopping any time? Not at the moment. I don't see it stopping. No, look, the trajectory of the sport is incredible, but that's where complacency can't creep in from all the way across the board. It's got there because of hard work, and that hard work has to continue. Would be nice to see the ball. I'll get it set up for this evening, Dal. So we'll have a bit of a chat and a chuck this evening. I must admit, I've been chopping and changing with my grip, and it's all a mess at the moment. But we'll have a chat and a chuck. I hope they realise more events. I hope they realise more events doesn't mean more growth. Quality is important. Yeah, I agree. And in different areas as well, I believe that's also key. Again, there's little bits that I think that could be done better in terms of growing the characters and so on, and that this current crop that we've got have been incredible, but some of them are coming to the end of the line. Your Gary Andersons, your Peter Wrights, that have been big characters for the sport, aren't going to go on for forever, and we need to build this next generation of stars and so on. Ooh, a rare miss from James Wade gives Daryl Gurney a lifeline. It only gets him level. 2 at double 8. That was a big moment. He does level 4 all. Wade still favourite though. Last 180, 3-4 weeks ago. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much. I hate to say it, but Darts has wholly really needed to cash in on the Luke's Littler to Darts. Yeah, I agree. But look, that's great cashing that in. But then off the back of that, you need to build the rest up underneath him. Does that make sense? Daryl Gurney has not made an impact here on the Wade throw. Wade has 6 to get within 1, and the setup is good. How are we doing? Hope you are good. Phil, what was the most 180s in a day or a night? Most 180s I ever hit in a night was 11, but that was like over 4 hours or whatever. But that was a long time ago. Like a proper long time ago. Yeah, Marcus, that's what we're saying, that while Luke is so hot, you then build the others off of it. I've hit back-to-back 180s in a league game twice. I'm not sure the exact reason. 182 for Super Chin. Yeah, good point. Ooh, James Wade tees it up if Daryl Gurney cannot take out 25. But he does. We've got a one-leg shootout. as mentioned before, the darts event is over. Double for a ticket for a day of boxing or a day test. Really? What's the price comparisons? I'm interested to see, because that's different. In the UK, darts is cheaper in the majority than football and boxing and so on. 30 quid for the... Interesting. Gurney is doing okay here, but he just needs a glimmer of an opportunity. James doesn't leave a finish. So Gurney has 6 darts to get rid of 261. Needs a treble here or it's a disaster. It's a disaster. That's a good question, Rob. I don't know if it is or not. But Wade sets it up to leave tops. Gurney missed the opportunity by not getting a treble last time out, didn't get to a finish. And now James Wade doesn't miss tops and tens. You know this is going to go. It just is. There we go. He doesn't miss. James Wade into the final session of the European Tour in Kiel ET9. Coming next, this should be a belter. Josh Rock against Johnny Clayton. Right, back into the chat room we go. Listen to Shindy's interview before how he was able to easily flip languages. Is the worst thing about UK education. Oh yeah, the way he can speak. To be fair, he's not my cup of tea. But Dimitri is fluent in 5 languages, I think. Michael, obviously English, Dutch, and knows a rough or knows enough German to hold a conversation. Who else that I know of? Yeah, Shindy, De Decker as well. Van Veen, multilingual. Yeah, Sulovic. Was watching clips this morning after Fez. Yeah, I was going to say that the tickets were around $90 for the US dart, but again, that's normal for the area as well. Sporting events in Manhattan go to that kind of prices. To be fair, I actually think darts is very reasonably priced in the UK. again, I'm showing my age here, and I don't know that you guys will know. When I was at school, I know it's a long while ago, we had to take a second language all the way through senior school. We weren't allowed to drop it. We had to take it. So I don't know if that's changed or not. I disagree on that, Phil, especially when it's the Worlds. I find paying nearly 70 quid for a Monday afternoon session very expensive. That might be a north-south thing then, Chris, because I actually think darts is very reasonably priced. Look, the World Championship is always going to be more expensive because it's the World Championship. The same as boxing, a Tyson Fury or an AJ fight is going to be more expensive. But I think across the whole year and across the whole calendar, darts is priced very, very well. Yeah, see, down where I am, you won't get a pint for less than £6. Yeah, we took again where we were when we were at school. We for year 7, it was French. Year 8, it was French. But if you were good at French, you got the choice to take German instead. Not sure what it is at Spoons, but wait a minute, I'll tell you. I've got the app on my phone. But most proper pubs, it's all around £6. Wait a minute. Let me tell you what a pint in Spoons is down here. God, I don't even drink, so. Pint of Carling in Spoons is £3.40 here. Pint of Stella in Spoons is £4.50. Anyone been to Primrose Valley but I went to Sputlands and Skegness in 2015. No, 2005. So not for a while. Johnny Clayton on his way. Better go, Johnny, go. Yeah, I just think that's the north-south divide price-wise. So I got my mortgage on my place 4 years ago. Yeah, so I was having a look round. I was just out of interest that what I was paying for my place here, I looked at different areas of the UK, the same value and so on. There was one place in the UK that the spec that I was buying down here, I could have purchased for the deposit I'd put down. It's mad. The price difference between north and south is huge. But we are ready to go. Josh Rock has won the ball, and we are ready to rock and roll. Yeah, again, that's comparing Blackpool to London. That's the difference. That's why, again, you look at the price for football in London is ridiculous and so on. Johnny asking questions of the Josh Rock throw early on. So are the PDC themselves actually setting the prices based on where the venue? I don't know, but I would suggest it's taken into consideration that your costs, hiring the Winter Gardens is going to be cheaper than hiring Ali Pally, for argument's sake. So when you're factoring in all these costs, it has to be taken into consideration. It's the same as Premier League football clubs. London clubs will charge more than other areas. This is very good from the Ferret. 180. Johnny Clayton is ferreting. Look, he's left 162, but he's at a maximum to do so. We'll give him some slack on this one. We normally give the Ferret a bit of stick, don't we? But he's at a maximum to leave that. The setup is good. Josh Rock is averaging 95 and is in a spin because of the brilliance of Clayton so far. Super stuff from Johnny Clayton, 2-0. Josh Rock just needs something here. Been a good response from Rock here. Very, very good from Josh Rock. So again, I just had a look, and there's a fairly nice country pub that does really nice food from me, and that's $6.70 a pint. Again, Josh Rock just trying to force an opportunity here. He'd be disappointed. He needed a treble there and didn't find one. Yeah, that's normal down here, Chris. That's normal. Massive 180 from Josh Rock to get himself back in this, and he's threatening the break back. This has been very, very good. 2-2 in the blink of an eye. Been a good game, this one. Johnny Clayton averaging 106, Josh Rock 105. Fabulous stuff. Yeah, but to down here though, Chris, 70 quid for a ticket isn't seen as expensive. Yeah, wages are a lot more down here than up there. Josh Rock has stepped on the afterburners here. What do I think of the Saudi League shit? Corrupt, money laundering. Clayton has got a little look here at the Rock throw again. Needs to set this up. Needs at least one treble, and he finds the 5. That's a disaster. There was a chance there for Johnny. Hasn't taken it. So the champagne shot. Treble 19 ball. Bullseye for the ferret. Pop, 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 pop. We're going to get a finger point for that one. Champagne corks are popping for the ferret. Let's see the ferret take this out on the stream. We will get a finger point. He didn't like the dart at the 25 either. And we did get a... 4-2, Johnny Clayton leads. So yeah, just looking, for argument's sake, where I am to where you are, Chris, the average salary where I am is 32,823. Where you are, it is 27,253. That's just the average salary. This has to go. Josh Rock misses a dart at the ball. Clayton is going to get a look at 82. He finds the ball. Double 16. It's a formality from Johnny Clayton. It is a clinic from Clayton at the moment. It's 107.97 average. 83% on the outer ring. The Ferret is putting on a clinic. He is getting himself ready ahead of Blackpool. This is good. All right, I'll have a look on. Josh Rock's done very, very little wrong here. He's averaging 102. Clayton wins it in style. The Ferret is on fire. It finishes 106.9 average, 75% on the outer ring. That is how you do it, Johnny Clayton. That was exquisite. From Johnny. How we doing, Half? All the way from Pontibern. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, the next train approaching platform 1. You know. So Chris, large fish, medium chips, £14.10 down here. No worries, Shiv. Great to have you in, mate. Absolute pleasure. That was good from Johnny Clayton. Do you get your... What do you mean? Do you get your whole with them prices? That's just for large cod, medium chips. So, Andy Baetens has won the ball against Gary Anderson. About a minute and 10 seconds till the Flying Scotsman hits our screens. What are we saying, chat room? Gary Anderson to win. Yeah, Johnny, all of a sudden, the real Andy Baetens has turned up. Top 5 places you've ever been. Yeah, New York 1. San Francisco 2. Iceland as a country 3. 4. Where am I going? 4. I really liked Italy as a thing. I did like a trip around Italy, which was nice. And then 5, Ibiza. But not San Antonio. We stayed up in like the old sleepy area of Ibiza, and it was beautiful. It's an amazing island. Embassy Skegness. Vegas was okay, Chris. It was like it was all right. Don't get me wrong. Some of the food was amazing and so on, and yeah, don't get me wrong. I didn't dislike Vegas, but it didn't blow me away. Swiss Phil on the stage. Oh, to be fair, I don't mind a gamble and I love food, as everyone knows, but it was okay. Some of the food places are amazing, but in terms of city, San Francisco is a wonderful city. Yeah, I agree. Barcelona. I like Madrid as a city as well. Yeah, Barcelona and Madrid, both nice. I've been to Disneyland Paris. I've not done Florida yet. It's on. To be fair, I want to go to Florida full stop. That's on my. Yeah, Florida as a whole is on my bucket list to go and do. The Beast is on the stage. Can the Slayer carry on? Yeah, they do, Johnny. It's a massive one as well. Other places on my list, South Africa, I really want to go to. Where else is? I'd like to go to the Koh Samui Islands and places like that. Look amazing. I love that, Johnny. Love that. See, a lot of people say about Dubai, but Dubai doesn't appeal to me. Don't get me wrong. If someone wanted to give me a free trip, I'd obviously take it. But it doesn't appeal to me in the main. How we doing, David? Good to have you in. Yeah, it's been good. Tokyo Disney, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Shanghai Disney were all built when Disney Dubai, went backpacking in South Africa last year, utterly breathtaking. Yeah, South Africa is right up there of places I want to go and see. We are underway. Let's have a look at the Gary Anderson equipment. Has he stuck with yesterday's, or not yesterday's, he played with him on the Pro Tour as well, the experiment, or has he gone back to tried and tested? Let's have a look. We'll tell straight away. Well, 180 for the Flying Scotsman. He has the Barton darts under pressure. Right, just having a first look at Gary's darts here on the stream. It looks like he has stuck with the experiment. The longer point Gary continues. So 86 for an early break for Ando. Bullseye. Oh, pop, pop, pop from Flying Scotsman. Cheeky little 12 darter to get us underway for Gary. He seems to be getting used to these longer points. Yeah, look, timely for Gary at the moment. This is good. unlucky for Gary, the beast. Look, Andy Baetens is averaging 106 and getting nowhere. Johnny Clayton won 6-2, averaging nearly 108 from the Ferret. Gary looking at tops and he pins it. He's averaging 120 at the moment, Gary Anderson. Yeah, this could be a very dangerous version of Anderson heading towards the Winter Gardens. Andy Baetens, he's playing well here. Like I say, it'll be interesting to see if Gary sticks with this the grouping on them is when he gets it right, the grouping is incredible. I'm just watching it on the stream. It's giving him extra room. Doesn't go. However, let's see if this goes first. I've got a question for you, chat room. Let's see if Ando hits first. Oh, stop it, Gary. Right. So, I was speaking to Gary about the new equipment yesterday. He says, when I get it right, it's incredible, but when I don't, it's shite. Now, we're seeing this here today. So he used these new points at the Pro Tour for the first time. He's using them here. Do you gamble and use them at Blackpool? Or do you go with tried and tested? Because we are seeing it. When he gets it right, he is unplayable. What would you do? To be fair, Rob, he only got them on the Monday. So the Pro Tour was Tuesday, Wednesday. The first time he got them was Monday. I'm seeing enough here, so I'd say gamble. What I would say is I'd be asking Unicorn, because we said this yesterday, that I don't know if you can see that there. Gary throws with some grip at the top of his point. Now I would be asking Unicorn, can you get me these points but add my grip? Because the way Gary spins it back into his hand like that finger needs the point grip for me. Rob, there is a practice session happening on Wednesday. So obviously he's playing here today, travels home tomorrow, There is a practice session planned for Wednesday. He's 4-0 up, averaging 104. There's been a development, has there? But Andy Baetens is doing nothing wrong here. It's the brilliance of Anderson. Baetens deserved that, but he doesn't deserve to get bageled here. This is class from Baetens, though. All weekend, he has been producing. Yeah, back on at 5. Gary Anderson leaves 150. But Baetens not going away here. Maybe forcing Gary to take out 150. The setup play is just exquisite. Gary is not missing. He's 5-1 up. Oh. Let's be fair. Maybe other than Johnny, who was brilliant, Baetens would probably beat most today. Baetens done absolutely nothing wrong. It's the brilliance of the Flying Scotsman. Him versus Johnny tonight is going to be a good game. I like Gary. He's chatting to himself up there. He wants it. Baetens, if he's to somehow win this, he's going to have to produce brilliance. He's averaging 108.20 right now. It's silly darts. Why not? Why not? Why not chuck a big fish in Gary as well? Why not? Chuck one in. I was going to say, if that had said treble, we'd have been like, stop it. So again, 1-2-1 for the Beast. Treble 17 doesn't get him out of jail. So Gary should get at least one match start here. Might get 2. Ooh. Oh, rescues rescues it. Double 12. Match dart has come and gone for Gary Anderson. This is Andy Baetens is playing incredible here. Gary Anderson has missed a match dart. Baetens breaks. Is this one about to be interesting? No worries, Chris, no worries. This is the best version of Andy Baetens we have seen in the PDC. This is the Andy Baetens we all wanted when he won his card. It's taken him 18 months to re-find that Andy Baetens. Can the Beast find a way of getting to the World Championships, the Players' Championship finals, and somehow keep his card? Can he? Because this version is a menace for anyone. Gary not going to take out the 170, but just want a treble, doesn't find one. So 160, oh my. 110 for Gary Anderson. Oh, he's missed another match dart. That's 2 match darts now missed. Baetens to get within 1. And has missed the opportunity. So Anderson returns 3 clear darts in hand and safe passage to the quarterfinals for Gary Anderson. It is a 6-3 win, but Andy Baetens, well done. And it's great to see this version of Andy Baetens has arrived at last. He can take so much from this weekend. It is unreal. But you guys have been absolutely majestic today, as always. Remember, the earlier time, we will be back at 5 p.m. UK time, so make sure you join us. Cup collection time. Someone is walking away with a title on the eve of the match play and gaining loads of confidence. I've been Phil Bars. We have been Online Darts. We'll see you in a few hours. Enjoy your time off.